I'm not really a nice person.
I think you're a nice person.
I'm a nice person, but I'm not a nice person. I like
Nice ice, baby.
nice ice baby.
Hello! Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm doing another coffee video. But today, it's gonna get frickin' weird. This is Lamb Bentley.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Are you excited?
I'm excited, but I'm curious as to. You told me that you're making something weird.
This is true.
So I'm just trying to figure out what exactly is going on based on what's in front of me, and it doesn't look that weird. I don't know if there's something else that's coming out at a later point or
That's
what's
my
happening.
secret. I have hidden the weird part.
There's a lot of coffee grounds there, though. That's one thing I'm noticing.
Yeah.
Like, that seems like a lot.
I'm not gonna use all of
Oh,
this.
okay.
This is just my receptacle.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay, I'm feeling good about it now, then.
Today, I'm going to be making a coffee-based beverage, coffee-flavored beverage, if you will, out of this Bunbuna coffee. Shout out to Bunbuna, Ethiopian coffee shop in Seattle.
That shit smells really good.
Yes, this is their blonde Hafi blend. It is a dry processed coffee from Burundi, and the flavor note is watermelon candy.
And I love watermelon, and I love candy, so...
We love watermelon, we love candy. Again, I'm going to be using an AeroPress, just like in my last video. But today we're going to be making more of an espresso shot. And we're going to be making it very, very strong, because we're going to put it over ice. Do you like sweet things?
Oh, I love sweet
perfect,
things.
perfect.
No problem with that here.
Two scoops. This is already a very naturally sweet coffee, but I'm gonna sweeten it up
You know
a
what? Give
lot.
me a third scoop.
I don't think you want a third scoop, trust me. And then what I am gonna do 3 scoops of is our coffee right here.
Oh boy.
3 scoops into the AeroPress. Again, I want this to be strong. It can't get crazy strong because it is a blonde roast coffee, but I want that flavor to kind of just punch you in the face, right? I got my water heating up right here. It's at a nice 211 degrees Fahrenheit. We're just going for it.
This is fancy. This is fancier than the coffee I make. I just put the grounds in my coffee maker and flip the little switch. This is some premium stuff.
So I talked about this a little bit in my last coffee video. If you watched it, thank you. And if you didn't, go watch it after this if you like it. But I put some sugar in the bottom here, and I'm putting the coffee in this AeroPress. I know this works because I tested it in my last video. That's the only thing I tested in my last video.
This was the part that worked.
Yes, this was the part that worked. It makes a really, really strong but also sweet espresso shot. And that is what I'm looking for. Because we're going to be mixing this with something.
What is the something? That's what I want to know.
I'll tell you in a bit.
Oh boy. Nobody warned me
little bit
beforehand.
longer.
I didn't sign off on it.
That's true.
It's okay.
I mean, you can refuse in the moment
No.
if you don't think it's going to be good. Actually, you probably won't think it's going to be good, but we're
no.
going to see if I can prove that wrong. All right, we're going to press this down here.
What is it going to be? This part's kind of scary.
It's a little
IRL.
scary. All right, all that water is pressed through. We got a nice handmade espresso shot here. Why don't you smell that?
Let me tell you, that is delightful. If you were here, you'd say the same thing. I love coffee.
Coffee good.
Normally, I'm a decaf guy.
Normally you are a decaf guy, and I
Right.
appreciate you being willing
I'm
to
stepping
subject
up.
yourself
I'm stepping up
to
here.
caffeine.
Boom. The coffee,
The coffee is in with the ice cubes. All right.
they're hanging
I'm
out.
going to turn the gain down for this part.
Shaky, shaky.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Now this is why I wanted to make the
Take 2. Look at that.
This is why I wanted to make the coffee strong, because when you shake it in with the ice, a lot of that ice is going to melt. And so that's diluting it, and I'm also going to mix it with one other thing. Do you have any guesses as to what that other thing is?
I know it's not milk. I should say it's not
you
dairy
know,
milk.
You do know it's not
not
dairy
milk.
milk. This is true.
I was kind of thinking of this. The only thing I was thinking of.
Lambentley is famously gluten-free too, so
Yeah.
it's not gluten.
It's not gluten. I'm assuming it's another liquid, right?
Yes, it is
okay,
another
so it's
liquid.
another liquid. When I read what the notes were for the flavor, I was like, is it some kind of juice? Am I right?
You are correct.
Let's go!
It's Evolution Fresh watermelon juice.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm excited about this
It's
now.
a little bit on the nose, of course. You know, you got watermelon
Yes,
flavors
yeah.
in the coffee. We're mixing it with a watermelon juice.
I'm
But
excited about it now.
you would never think to mix coffee with fruit.
Mm-mm.
Fruit is usually not a flavor you would want to mix your coffee with. Which is why today we're doing it.
I'm excited, but I'm confused.
A little bit. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm like trying to picture what this is gonna taste like. Cause like the only other time I've had coffee with some sort of fruit, or I guess it was citrus fruit, was like a really dark roast with orange peel, I think it was.
Yeah.
And
Was
that
that
was
the person
really,
we used to work with?
Yup,
It was like
yup,
cold brew? Yeah.
yup.
Uh-huh.
And it was like kind of like, you know, like coffee slices and oranges.
Mhm.
And I thought that was really good. But I've never had any other, like watermelon is pretty far out,
Yeah.
in my opinion, to pair with coffee, like so directly like this. But
Here we go.
it's happening. Boy.
I'm doing about 2 parts coffee to 1 part watermelon juice. What's your hypothesis? On like a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think this is gonna be?
I can tell you right now the coffee. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say the coffee is a 10. I can tell you that right now just by the way it smells. I know that juice by itself would be a 10. Watermelon's delicious. I honestly am kind of confused because like I don't know. It just really depends. Maybe maybe I'm gonna go in at like a 6.5, which 5 is middle of the line. That's good. So 6.5 is a little bit higher. So it can go up though. I'm gonna start there.
Give it a little stir.
A little mixy to make sure the watermelon is mixed in.
Ooh, that's kind of a crazy smell. Yeah. Cheers.
I mean, wait, wait. I like it. I genuinely like it.
Yes! Success! I like it. I think it's weird.
It's kind of crazy.
I think if you gave this to someone who didn't know what they were tasting, they'd be really, really confused and maybe put off at first. It's really wild how the flavors completely separate.
Yeah.
It's like at first you get strong watermelon juice, and then like the coffee just kind of rushes in, and you have like a coffee aftertaste.
The aftertaste is super coffee heavy, but I don't know if it's specific because the tasting notes on this are watermelon and like candy.
Yeah.
Nothing is like directly too overpowering in this. Like this is a good level mix. I'm gonna bump this is like an 8.5.
Yeah.
This is
Hell
good.
yeah.
Like if I went into a restaurant now and like or like a coffee shop and I saw this, I would be like, oh, I'm gonna get that. Or I would probably try it right out the gate anyway, just because it seems weird. But by itself, like, it's good.
Yeah.
I think the sugar in it definitely helps.
Yeah.
Especially on the coffee side, because I think if
You gotta pre-sweeten that. Like, if you're mixing it with something sweet, like it can stand on its own as a very sweet drink, but adding the sugar and then mixing it with something sweet, I feel like it makes it like match it better.
Yeah. No, I feel like the flavor is really balanced. The coffee's not too overpowering, nor is the watermelon juice. It's very watermelon forward when you first taste it. It's like, but it's really good. What's your rating?
I love it. I love it. Solid. I think the longer it stays in your mouth, I think it kind of goes down a little bit. So I'd give it like initial taste like an 8 or a 9, but if you don't like chase it with anything, for lack of a better word, like water or like just the watermelon juice like straight to kind of wash it out of your mouth, I think it does stay around for a little bit too long,
Yeah.
I think it kind of goes down. But I would agree with your 8.5.
Yeah.
With that long aftertaste, maybe bring it down to like a 7.
It's one of those like coffee beverages that's very I would say it's refreshing because like I don't need like a whole like 2 cups of coffee of this or something. This is like a really nice like kind of just like obviously like specialty.
Yeah.
That's just kind of cool. And when I was guessing the juice part of it, I was like, that's the only thing I could think of because I'm like, you're not gonna do like. I don't know. It's like if it's not food, it's gotta be some sort of
water.
Yeah, you already did sparkling water. But I thought maybe it would be a different. I didn't think it was gonna be watermelon juice. I just thought it was gonna be some other kind of like juice or something.
I considered going with a different juice too, but
I think it's good to pair with what the flavor notes are because I think it brings it out a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Maybe I go with a different juice next time.
Different juice next time.
But hey, I'm glad you liked it. Thanks for joining me in this experiment.
That was wild.
I brought Ben in here because the last video you can listen to me say something's good and you just kind of have to believe me. This time I got a little verification. That 2-factor authentication.
2-factor authentication that it is good.
So yeah.
Cheers. That's good.
Thanks for watching. If you like this and want to see more, I plan on doing a lot more coffee and food videos, so subscribe, like the video, comment what your favorite weird coffee pairing is, or your weird like guilty pleasure food or drink. I feel like that'd be a good thing to tell me about. I'd love to hear that.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Peace.
That's surprisingly so good.
Isn't that crazy?
Okay, did you know this before that would be good, or did you like?